Welcome to the new NMLS exam prep crash course for 2026. I'm Shirley Allen, and my phone number is here on the slide for you. Also, you can reach me at support@affinityreservices.com. We have a Facebook study group, NMLS Exam Study Group, and there's our website, www.mlotrainingacademy.com. I'm going to be starting out with the 6 steps required to become an MLO. Step number 1 is to get an NMLS number, which is your unique identifier. And right below, there's the link for you to go to that website. Step number 2 is to complete 20-hour NMLS pre-licensing course. After that has been done, you'll be free to schedule your exam. You'll be scheduling the national exam with the UST component. Once you have passed your exam, this is when you will get your individual application completed. The name of your individual application is your MU4. Within that process, you will submit your fingerprints, which you were doing that for the live scan, and that will be also where you will pay for your credit report. The next thing you need to know is that you must pass this test with a score of 75% or higher. There's a required 30-day waiting period before retaking a failed test. So after the first test, you get to try your second exam within 30-day waiting period. If you fail your second exam, you can take your third try. After the third test without passing, you will be waiting a period of 6 months, 180 days. You must keep your license current by taking 8 hours of continuing education every year, no later than December 31st. The renewal period for when you can pay for your continuing education class opens up November 1st through December 31st. Your license will expire every year on December 31st if you have not taken your 8 hours of continuing education and paid your fee. The test is 100% computerized. You will know when you complete the exam if you passed or not. You can take only your driver's license or other state ID and they're with you, and you could maybe take your passport. You will be given a regular calculator for your math, a whiteboard, and a pen and a locker key. The test is 120 multiple choice questions. Only 115 will be scored, but try to make sure you do them all. The cost of the exam is $110, and you will be given 3 hours to pass your exam. There are things I want you to remember, so I entitled this little section Things to Remember. If an application for credit is approved or denied based on the appraisal, ECOA, which is Reg B, says that the borrowers must get a copy of that appraisal within 3 business days of it being completed. It used to say if the application for credit was denied based on the appraisal, the borrower had to request a copy of that appraisal within 90 days, and the bank had to send it to them within 30 days. That is no longer available. That is no longer valid. Reg B is ECOA, it's the Equal Credit Opportunity Act. Reg C is the Home Mortgage Disclosure Act. It's the law that allows the regulators to actually see whether borrowers are not being equal to people that live in low income communities. Reg X is RESPA. We like to call it REXPA so that you know there's an X in there. It's the Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act. It deals with settlement closing costs of the loan. Reg Z is TILA. We call it TILA the Godzilla. Put everything in there. It's the Truth in Lending Act. TILA deals with credit, APR, and advertising of consumer loans. And then we have HIPAA, which is a law that deals with conventional loans. We have 3 types of government loans in the program. and we have one conventional loan. A conventional loan is where the borrowers go to the bank, apply for a loan, and they don't have any government assistance, and they put less than 20% down. When they do that, then the lenders actually put a private mortgage insurance on them, and that's called PMI. HIPAA deals with when they can have that private mortgage insurance removed from their file. The SAFE Act is everything. The Secure and Fair Enforcement Act is a law that was created after the mortgage crisis in 2008, and it also is a law that's the reason why we have to get licensed now to do mortgages. It encompasses everything. HERA, Housing and Economic Recovery Act, is actually the law that created the SAFE Act. So the HERA law was kind of in the mother position of creating a law, and the SAFE Act actually came after that. The next thing we also have to remember are the other federal laws called Fair Credit Reporting Act. It deals with our credit report and the credit reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. It deals with what they're allowed to put on our credit and what we can make them take off. Then we have the FACT Act, FACTA. It deals with identity theft. It's the Fair and Accurate Credit Transaction Law. Both FACRA and FACTA have been amended into TILA. When dealing with the FACT Act, it makes sure to tell us how to dispose of our client's financial paperwork when we're not actively working on it or it has expired. It says that we have to burn or shred those kind of documents, that we just can't walk away and leave important financial information of our clients just laying available on the table. Then we have an affiliate business arrangement that deals with MLOs that want to go back and do extra work for the client. They must have a contract to do that because that work was not going to be paid for by the lender. So they have to have a contract. It's called affiliate business arrangement. If that MLO is going to do work from a business that they own 1% of, they must disclose that. And both the borrower and the MLO must keep a copy of those documents and records for 5 years each. Then there's the Civil Rights Act. It has to do with anything that has to do with race, slavery, 13th Amendment, or things of that nature. And lastly, we have the escrow accounts, impound account, reserve account. Those accounts are the places where we actually put the monies to pay our mortgages every month. We pay the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. Either we escrow it, we impound it, or we put it in a reserve account. They all mean the same thing, so I want you guys to know that. So these are just the things that I want you absolutely to remember as you begin to embark on your mortgage loan originator journey, and we will teach you much, much more throughout your experience with Affinity. Again, I want to thank you so much for choosing Affinity. Here you can see our founder, Tricia Woods, is one of our happy students who had completed her journey. Thank you for being a part of Affinity. We're here for you throughout the entire process of you becoming a mortgage loan originator.